Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. While court is in session, please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back, wait for your names to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there is no driving while court is in session. Also, if you're talking, eating, drinking, gum, chewing, walking around, or smoking of any kind, then please remain properly dressed at all times. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Simon. Good morning, Officer.
Morning, Judge.
City of Detroit versus Charles Lampkin, case numbers SP 1156207, counts 1 and 2, SP 115622201, SP 1162709, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 116275661, SP 716794, counts 1, 2, and 3, SX 2072141, and 18-3265-251. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Pauline Stroke, behalf of Travis Lampkin. At this time, I ask any outstanding warrants be set aside, waive the formal reading of the information, and stand mute to the charges.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jonathan Simon on behalf of Mr. Lampkin. Ditto.
All right. So obviously, Mr. Simon, you've been retaining what I've already talked to Mr. Lampkin about his situation. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 misdemeanor, 6, 7 misdemeanor offenses, and 1, 2, 3, 4 civil infractions. I set the defaults aside in the civil infractions. I waived the late fees and the reinstatement fees on the civil infractions. I set a formal hearing date for February 25th. I have also allowed him to pay the reinstatement fees up front on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the misdemeanor cases. That way he'll get clearances here at the 36th District Court and potentially get a driver's license. And I set a trial date for the February 25th date at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right. If there's nothing further, good to see you, Mr. Simon. And
It's a pleasure to see you, Judge, and wish you a happy new year, and look forward to seeing you next month.
happy New Year as well.
All right, take care.
Have a great day. I'll see you back on the 25th of February at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. 25th. Thank you.
All right. Who's on that iPhone 8 Plus?
Raphael LaFleur. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Right, Raphael, you were supposed to hit yesterday.
Let's get Mr. Liggins. He has waiting on his formal, what is that? Mr. Liggins is waiting on to see if the officer shows up. Let's get Mr. Guyton. Mr. Raymond Guyton. All right, you're right above. Okay. Got a lot of stuff going on too. Same thing, he's got an open alcohol and a motor vehicle driver that he just got on 1/21/2021. And that's a 2-point offense. And it's only the city attorney only reduces that down to a motor vehicle passenger, which is another 2, it's still a 2-point offense. So I really call that like a non-offer, because it's the same. So I can do the same for him as I did for Mr. Guyton. If he chooses, is up to him. And that would be to set aside the defaults in his civil infractions, allow him to pay his reinstatement fees up front, that'll allow him to get a driver's license and set a trial date for the matters. I can let you speak to him in a breakout room.
Thank
or
you.
he take the deal, or you can give him a deal on it. Let me know what your client wants to do.
That's fine.
You want a trial date, sir?
Yes, sir.
That was easy.
You paid on 2.
Yeah, I pay a lot of it.
I see you got $7 to hold on. Which one? No, oh, this is rough, yeah. I'm not worried about him.
Oh, okay, sure.
Tell me Mr. Guy.
Okay, right.
That's Guy. Just print it out. What is all the floor here for?
You can't take that class.
You see, you owe $7 on one ticket, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I only owe $7 on a ticket?
On one of the tickets, I guess you just didn't finish paying that.
Oh, okay. If I wouldn't, okay. No problem.
You have $100 bond on that ticket.
Well, I'm sorry, you have Rayshard Guyton?
Ray Shar Guyton, what's your date of birth?
6483.
Yeah, that's you.
Okay. Because I paid a lot of them tickets. I paid a lot of tickets off. Not too, what day was this?
Okay, so we need a city attorney in here now, because we have, Mr. Officer Corporal Baker, good morning to you. That's for, Mr. Leggett.
Good morning, Your Honor. How y'all doing this morning?
Very well.
Your Honor, I have another courtroom I need to check into.
Go ahead.
All right, thank you.
All right.
I was gonna get attorneys a chance to see if they had any paperwork or anything, and then I'll come right back.
Okay, very well. What's gonna be with Mr. Liggins? You have any?
That's what I'm saying. If he can provide his proper paperwork with his attorney, and I'll let the city talk to him, and I'm reviewing his case right now.
All right, very well. Go ahead. He's got money sitting here. This offer deal here is gonna require you, Mr. Guyton, to come out in your pockets a little bit more. But what it's gonna do is, it's going to, it's going to, want to get you clearances here while you're waiting on your court date.
Okay.
And that'll potentially, you can get a license, so you won't be out there riding dirt.
Right. So how much more do I need to pay?
I'm gonna get that together in a second.
Okay.
Morning, Mr. Lattimore.
Yeah, that's on mute, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Block is just someone. It's on his end.
Org on here, .com on the paper. Okay.
Set aside defaults down.
They have no. Okay,
Okay.
All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Ray Chard, Guyton, case numbers SP 11550226, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 115542, counts 1 and 2. 19516578, counts 1 and 2. And 19516579, 1. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Pauline Siroki on behalf of Ray Shard. Guyton, at this time, I'd ask any outstanding warrants be set aside, waive the formal reading of the information, and stand mute to the charges.
Okay, what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna allow him to set aside these defaults so he can be heard on, these cases. I'm also gonna allow him to pay the reinstatement fee up front. It appears that today he will have two reinstatement fees of $90. You have one case, sir, that you owe $7 on. That's, you have an ink pen?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's case number SP 805-8871. You need to make sure you pay that.
Okay.
And then another $90 toward your reinstatement fees. So that way you'll get clearances, so you don't have to be out there without a driver's license while you're waiting on this trial date.
Okay.
I got a trial date set for February 25th at 9 a.m. and formal hearing.
February 25th, 9 a.m.
It'll be via Zoom, same way you're on now. And if you don't have any other tickets in any other jurisdictions that haven't been addressed, you can potentially have to get a driver's license after you pay those reinstatement fees. You're gonna have to come down to the court and pay those reinstatement fees in person. So I don't know of a good way that you can pay those online or at the kiosk, because they're gonna have to, that's a special thing, they're gonna have to go in the system and get and look it up. All right.
Okay.
All right, so come down here as soon as possible and get that taken care of. All right.
All right. Appreciate it.
Where are you, sir? Let me see your face.
I don't know how to do this. Let me see this video. Oh, there we go.
All right, when you come back, with that, come down here as soon as you can. And then if you pay that reinstatement fee about 48 or 72 hours, that should hit the Secretary of State and that should give you clearances down here. And then come back on the 25th, we'll deal with these other matters, all right?
Okay,
Have a great day, sir.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Liggins, we're gonna see what that, I don't know what you have. You have a trial on, let's see what Liggins has.
Well, it's leaving the scene, so.
All right, he's got 3 cases. All right, personal injury accident, no license, no insurance. Do you have a license now, sir?
I've always had a license, Your Honor. I've never been without a license.
Run his driver's license when you get a chance. You don't have to stop right now when you get a chance. Mr. Liggins. He's on the last page, trial, the last name. All right, we'll wait on the officer to get something back to see what they want to do, You have a license, you have insurance?
Yes, sir. I have proof that I had insurance at the time of the ticket, and I currently have insurance on my car right now as well.
All right, get that document out, all right? The insurance document, we're gonna check the license, and then we can potentially, I don't know, we'll see what's up with this leaving the scene of the accident. All right, let's go with Lattimore.
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't see, oh, I do see him.
Yeah.
You. See what he's done. Or hasn't done. He has done. He's done absolutely nothing. Correct?
Huh?
You've done nothing, correct?
No, I haven't got no tickets or nothing, Your Honor.
No. I see you've gotten tickets. You've taken care of nothing.
Oh, no, I haven't. You told me come back. I had to come back to court on the 7th. Remember September? You told me come back the 7th.
Trial, January 7th.
Right.
Why isn't this in here as a trial date?
Yeah.
Lattimore.
Yeah.
On a review. All right, to the officers, good morning.
Good morning.
I just have Officer Harris. Good morning, Officer Harris. I'm waiting on the city attorney to put you in a breakout room. Let's get some of these telephone numbers. All right, who's on the telephone well, let's get the names right now. I got Jameson Lewis.
Yes.
Good morning to you. That's the trial.
Good morning, sir.
I have, who's Tawanda's iPhone? I know that face.
Yes, this is Gregory Gordon, sir.
Gregory Gordon. I know you've been in here before.
Yes.
He's got a review and trial. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Whitney Long.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Who is
It's actually Lawrence Lawn.
Lawrence Long. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Got a trial review. Who's on the phone? That's 313-6 707-3827.
Micangelo Offit.
All right, good morning to you. Do you have registration and insurance?
No, not at the time.
Who's on the 313-346-3669?
Go Shay, yes. My name Go Shay.
O'Shea?
Yes, sir.
O'Shea.
Go Shay.
Okay, you got a review.
Yeah. I gave you the review. Yeah.
You haven't done anything either.
No.
So what are you gonna do?
What I'm doing?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I'm taking pain. Your ticket was paid. My ticket paid. Paid my ticket.
It's not paid.
We did pay it.
On the 5th.
On the kiosk, on the 5th.
Out of my credit card.
On the credit card.
On the 7th, on the 5th of when?
On the 5th? On the 5th.
No, it's not paid. It doesn't have your pay.
It's on the debit card. It's on my mother's debit card.
Well, it's not on here, it's paid.
We got the message off the phone. Oh, Lord.
Good morning. We have Officer Harris that's waiting on a trial. And we have Officer Baker, Corporal Baker. He just checked in and he said it's with another corporal. He's waiting on a trial for Liggins. Who are you here for, Officer Harris?
John, I don't know, because I don't know what we're gonna do. We might have to adjourn some stuff, I'm just saying, Your Honor, I don't know.
All right, well, I don't have the payment, so, I mean, you can come down to the courthouse and do something, but I don't have the payment here.
Okay, I don't know how to do it. We paid it on the card.
On the 5th.
On the 5th, sir. You know, I'm not lying. You got to put it on my phone.
Let me speak to your mother. Let me speak to your mother.
Hello, sir.
He's 70, he's 51 years or 52 years old almost. And you have to pay his bills still. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. I'm disabled, but he's also physically disabled, physically and mentally.
Okay, all right. I'm not saying that it's not paid. I'm not doubting that you paid, that you didn't pay it. All
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying is that it doesn't show up on the system that it's paid. I have one offense paid on July the 6th, 2021, and it's still a $45 fee outstanding. I'll waive that fee for him, that $45 fee. But then the $240 case, let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Lionel Gaucher. Case number is SP 11299-571 and U40132-117. on the youth case, that was an old case. I see a payment was made July the 6th, 2021. Is that the date that you think that you paid that one?
No, I paid a $240 ticket on January the 5th online, and I did get the online confirmation.
Okay, so he said a kiosk, so online is different, and online is something that we've been having trouble with. It takes a long time for that fee to process.
Okay. But I did get a confirmation from the court that it was accepted.
Very well. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set this for another review date, because I want this to get closed out properly.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna set it for another review date, and we can just set it for some time, and it's not that imperative. So we're gonna set this for another review date in 60 days.
All right, sir.
I trust that you have done what you said you were gonna do, and
yes, sir.
I'm going to do that, and I don't want him to lose this dismissal that he has.
Okay.
That he stands to gain by doing that. Okay.
All right, sir.
All right. So I'll set it for another review date on March the 8th, 2022.
March 8th on 2022. All right, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, ma'am, and Happy New Year to you and your son.
Happy New Year, sir.
Happy New Year, Judge.
Thank you.
Your Honor. Thank you. Yep. Happy. God bless you. Happy birthday, New Year. Thank you.
Well.
All right.
All right. So, Mr. Backus, Counselor, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Judge.
Who's your client?
My client is Alexander Lauer, Your Honor. It's just a civil infraction ticket. I think we have to file a motion to vacate a default on it as well.
Okay.
And I apologize for my tardiness this morning, Judge. There's a judicial officer.
You're telling on yourself, Counselor.
Well, I'll do what my wife says. I talk too much. It'll be a little more quiet here.
Sometimes that happens. You're telling on yourself. All right. It's Officer Fitz. Yeah. What's going on, Officer Harris? This is your case. I got Mr. Backus on the line, and he wants to get some kind of resolution for his client. They're pretty tight down here at the city attorney only has 3 people, he tells me, and whatever. So I don't know. You guys work this out? You want to break out or you want to work it out right now?
I think we can work it out now, Your Honor.
I'm ready to beg.
Blockading traffic, Your Honor.
You don't want to listen to my begging. that sounds great. Thank you very much, officer.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Alexander Clay Laurel. Case number SP 123971991. Appearance for the record, please.
Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor. Nick Backus appearing this morning on behalf of Alexander Lauer.
Yes, hi. Officer Fitzgerald Harris, badge 1442, Detroit Police Department.
Okay, today is the date and time set for a formal hearing. All the parties are here. We have an agreement to resolve this with a blocking traffic. That's going to be a $175 fine. Are you waiving your client's appearance, Counselor?
I am waiving my client's appearance, Your Honor. I do have agency authority to enter a plea of responsible to the reduced charge of blockading traffic on my client's behalf, and I thank the officer for his kindness.
All right, that appearance will be waived. When can your client pay?
May he have a week, Judge? 7 days?
7 days. I'll put January 14th, 2022 as a review date. And he hasn't paid. I need to see him. If not, We'll close it out under blocking traffic. $175.
And Judge, he does intend to use the online payment system. Will that be an issue? Should I send him into the court?
I would either go to, because I'm sure if he uses that online payment system, it's not going to go through by next week. I would come down to the court and pay it, or find any kiosk in the city and trade pay it.
That sounds good, Judge. I'll have him do that. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Thank you, officer, again. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
We have to find out what's going on with ladder. I got a trial. Jones, good morning to you. All right, where are we now? Lattimore, I gotta see what's going on with your file. Jameson Lewis. Do we have, you have another few minutes. Do we have anybody, officers here on Jameson Lewis? All right, so we're gonna give them another 20 minutes, 21 minutes to show up. If they haven't showed up, we'll call your case. Let's go to Gregory Gordon. He's got trial date set. And we're gonna give them another 20 minutes. So that pushes us down to, here's the Jones on Lawrence Lawn. Lawrence Lawn, let's see, Corporal Jones, this is you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Right. You did. So let's call the case. $8,000 must have the city permit. All right, this is the city of Detroit. Now, let's see this. We don't have Mr. City Attorney. We're gonna have to call them in again. Corporal Jones, I don't know if you have an offer that you're willing to offer him. I see that he got another citation on the same time and date of a disregarding a traffic control device. And by him trying to be astute in paying that, I don't know if he knew it or not, he inadvertently signed up for 3 points on his driver's license. So
We can dismiss this.
you want to dismiss?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Lawrence Thomas Lawn, case number SP 11671511. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, good morning. Pauline Soroki, on behalf of Lawrence Lawn.
Corporal Brown Jones, badge 4232, City of Detroit Traffic Enforcement.
All right. And you put your name on the record, Mr. Lawn.
Okay. Lawrence Lawn, Your Honor.
All right. There's a recommendation to dismiss this because you paid a related civil infraction. And case, all right, I need you to be quiet.
Still going to offer you and you.
You paid a related civil infraction. So the case will be dismissed, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, Your Honor, I thought, and again, I apologize, and thank you, Officer Jones, but I thought this was taken care of back on September 15th. I had pleaded that was dismissed and pled to a lesser charge of, it might have been impeding traffic. Is that not some, and again, was that not what was done? I tried reaching out to your office.
I have a file date for both of them. So.
I apologize.
So on September 15th, on September 15th, you paid this ticket at a DivDav kiosk, $130.
Yes, sir.
All right, so what is your understanding of what is supposed to be done?
After speaking to, I guess, the court-appointed attorney, it was Daphne.
Bradfield.
Yes, yeah. She spoke to a prosecutor and had that misdemeanor charge dismissed and moved the sign violation down to, I don't know if it was a parking violation or something along those lines. And I thought it was all taken care of. But again, I mean, if it's getting dismissed, that's all the same to me.
In that sense, and put your appearance on the record, Mr. Rosenthal, please.
Matthew Rosenthal for the people, P84807.
All right, and just to give you an update, we have Corporal Jones, we have Mr. Lon here, and Ms. Soroki. We have Mr. Lon had 2 infractions on the February 19th, 2021 date. One was a disregard of traffic control device, and the other one was driving a vehicle over 8,000 pounds. These are the allegations. Driving a vehicle over 8,000 pounds in the city of Detroit without a permit. Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing in the matter. Mr. Lon indicates, and I don't have any notes to that effect, but I'm not. He's got the names of the attorney, Ms. Bradfield, that day. I'm assuming he was in front of me that day as well, and
Yes,
he indicates that a deal was worked out to where he would pay blocking traffic, and the other case would be dismissed. So it sounds plausible. I don't know if Corporal Jones is willing to do that, but as it stands now, he's paid the civil infraction, and that has caused him to have 3 points on his driver's license because he paid that straight up as a running a red light or disregarding the traffic control device. Do you have any?
Your Honor, if I may, this is a complaint coming from the city council about these trucks. This area is over there where they built those new factories, and they came in agreement with the neighborhood that they wouldn't have this problem. And the signs are posted, and those are old houses over there. When they bring those overweight trucks over in that area, disregarding those signs, it kind of messes up the houses, the plaster and the streets and everything, because they never upgraded the streets to handle the weights of those trucks. So that's the only thing. And when they make those deals, it's kind of like a revolving door, and that's going against what the city of Detroit came in agreement with the businesses. So when they make those type of agreements to dismiss and blockade and all that stuff, it's not getting a point out. And I'm going into just revolving door with that issue. I don't have a problem doing that, but I just want to put that on the record and let the city attorney know that that's the issue that's over there for Georgia and St. Cyril and Van Dyke with those businesses the factories that they built over there. That's one of the agreements that the city came with the neighborhood in order for them to put those factories up.
And I appreciate you educating the court and everybody in court on that, because that's I understand the severity of that matter. But from what I understand, and first and foremost, we don't want to make an agreement with somebody. It sounds very, very plausible that Mr. Lawrence has given us some accurate information. Mr. Lawrence has given us some accurate information. And unfortunately, at that time, you weren't here to let us know those things about that. And I'm going to make a mental note of that as well. Now, do you still drive over there, Mr. Lawrence?
Yes, I do, Your Honor, and I do not go the way that I was when Officer Jones has stopped me. Once is enough, for sure. I appreciate his time, and I appreciate him coming in today.
You knew you weren't supposed to go over there anyway,
No,
right?
sir. No. When I went through there, I did not know. And when I got that ticket, I was shocked. I really was. I had no idea. I don't drive a semi. I drive like.
I can say he knew he wasn't supposed to run that red light or that traffic control device because that's automatically pled responsible to now. But so listen, Mr. Rosenthal, are you willing to allow him that relief that he thought he was entering into on September? What is that? September 15th?
Yes, Your Honor. So I believe the prosecutor on that day, it was Dante Goss, and I don't want to supersede what he already arranged. I do understand that this is an issue, and I understand that in a lot of places we are trying to cut down these vehicles, destroying some of the older property and damages around, the city. And so I do respect what Officer Lorenzo did bring up. I also do appreciate that Mr. Lon did pay in full and did take the 3 points for the civil infraction. This is the first offense that Mr. Lon did have. He does indicate he didn't know, but not knowing doesn't mean, something didn't exist. And so, with that, I do, because he took the 3-point offense and he paid it off without even it being amended to anything. I move to dismiss this one count because that's something that I've talked with other people that used to handle this docket, one of my other colleagues, and that's pretty normal because we don't want to stop the individual from having their CDL license as well. So I think it's reasonable that we do dismiss this count because the other count was taken care of and paid. And that's my recommendation.
I think we're further because Mr. Corporal Jones was automatically saw that he did that, and he was gonna, he was gonna recommend that to you to dismiss it. But I think what Mr. Lon is trying to say is that he would like the original deal that he thought was in place, amending the setting aside the responsible plea, or it would have to be set aside now. Now I'd have to grant that. But amended to blocking traffic. Now, sir, if they're to do that, then that's going to be an extra $45 for you.
You talking to me, Your Honor?
No, I'm talking to the city. I'm just letting you know if the city attorney's willing to do that. He indicated that on that date, that's what the deal was. He gave me the House Counsel name in Bradfield at the time of that date. He gave me all of the information. So I'm convinced that he's not trying to pull the wool over the eyes of the court.
In the email that I have here from Daphne Bradbury, it said that it would be reduced to blockading traffic, which is 0 points. I had no idea I had 3 points added to my license until you mentioned that. I had no idea. I would prefer to pay the $45 if that's an option to get 0 points because I drive for a living. That affects my career, Your Honor.
Absolutely. And Corporal Jones, so do you regularly police this area, correct, sir?
Yes. Like I say, the signs are posted, and just for information, the signs are posted, and truck drivers should know that they can't drive down any city streets unless it's a notated truck route. So
absolutely,
for him to know that, it's fine to do that blockading if you wish, but just the signs are clearly posted.
And just to say, I'll say it, he won't say it. He's gonna be out there, and if it happens again, you won't get the same relief.
Understood. And again, Officer Jones, I don't know if this is the time or place. I drive that. That's part of my route. I drive that area. I do that. Those two businesses that are right across from each other, that's on my route for work. Is there something that I could get documentation from my employer that would, and not that I'm, again, Your Honor and Officer, I definitely found another way to get to those locations. but in case there's somebody that's covering my route, is there something I can get?
The truck routes are posted. It's Miller.
Well, that's what he's saying. He's saying you're a licensed CDL driver. You know, you're supposed to know all the rules as it goes along with, just like everybody else is, you got a driver's license. You're supposed to know the rules of the road. So ignorance of that route or not knowing that route is not a defense in this thing in the future.
Okay.
It's not a defense today and it's not a future. I think they're willing to do this because of the agreement that you entered into.
Yes, sir.
Furthermore, he's saying that those routes are automatically posted. So they're already posted. So if you didn't know or you forgot the rule, then you should have paid attention to the sign that was out there.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And
So are we all we're gonna amend this to blocking traffic for him?
And yes, Your Honor. So if I may, yeah, if as long as Corporal Jones, and we're all under the understanding that, and Mr. Lon knows that now it's, he's on the onus of that. He has to, make sure that he knows where the truck routes are, whatever route he's driving on whatever day. And Corporal Jones, is fine with that because that offer was already kind of entered in prior to this date. And that was the understanding then. I'm acceptable with that, Your Honor.
All right, very well. Sir, I'm gonna set aside the responsible plea. I'm gonna amend the plea to blocking traffic. You paid $130. That's gonna require you to pay another $45, sir. When can you pay that?
Today?
All right, as soon as that is in the system, you'll see a $45 fee on sort of the same way you went and paid the other. I think you paid it at the kiosk or something, did you?
It was online.
Yeah, I would pay it at a kiosk, but what I'll do is I'll just set a review for this for 30 days to make sure that payment got through. So
And the points on my license?
there should be, it should be amended.
So they'll be removed.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, Corporal Jones, for that education. So now I know, and then we'll make sure that everybody in this court understands what's going on over there, so we can act accordingly. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you, officer. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Very well. Have a good day, sir. All right.
Thank
Corporal
you.
Jones, you have anybody else, sir?
No, sir.
All right. Corporal Jones, is always a pleasure, sir. Be safe out there, and I'll see you in the near future, I'm sure.
Thank you. Take care.
All right, sir. All right. Now, after all of that, any other officers in here? All right, Counselor, who's the other officer?
Officer Hamawi.
All right. Who are you here on, Officer Gordon?
I am here for no.
You say what now?
I'm here on Gordon for no insurance and no operator's license.
Okay. Where is the city attorney? Did he leave?
I can get on check.
I'm gonna get the city attorney back in here, and I'm gonna put you two in the breakout room. All right, I did do some, all right, so let's take care of Mr. Latimer. Who's on there making all that noise? Attorney AJ? No.
This is actually AJ's assistant. He's on his way to the office. If you can just recall this matter, I'd appreciate it.
All right, if you can, who are you here on?
For Georges Luca, I believe.
All right, if you can mute yourself, ma'am, because you're interrupting our court.
Oh, I do apologize.
Georges Luca. I don't see him on here. You see him?
Lucas Georges.
I don't see him on here.
That's odd.
You have a hyphenated last name?
It's the first name at 8:30, Your Honor, on page 1.
Lucas Gorgas.
Gorgas.
All right, very well. All right, please mute yourself until until the counselor comes. Let them know. I don't think the officer has showed up, so.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Lattimore, your situation as you're gonna have to come back. Counselor, Mr. Lattimore, I have a note here. It says it's supposed to be set for trial. Somehow a wrong code was entered into the computer. So we're gonna have you back, sir. On another day.
Okay, Your Honor.
Let me see what we can do as far as your driver's license is concerned. I mean, you. All right, here's what we'll do. What's your date of birth, sir?
My date of birth is
You went out. 61. You went out. You're somehow muted yourself. You gotta unmute yourself.
oh, okay. 82261.
Okay, let's see what we got. All right, here's what we're gonna do. City of Detroit versus Joel Dwayne Lattimore, case number SP 2024012.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki on behalf of Mr. Lattimore.
All right, hold on, SP 9343921. This is kind of a unique situation here because Mr. Lattimore must have a son.
Yes.
On the one ticket, the first ticket that I called, Counselor, it has, let me go back to it in a second. Oh, I'm sorry, I should have. On the first ticket that I called, the SP 202401, count 2, that's an allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. So that ticket was had on 8/1/14 at 12:37 p.m. That's when that was written on the same date, and I guess I can see why. 8/14. I guess the allegation is that Mr. Lattimore allowed his son to drive that vehicle on that day. And that's why the tickets are on the same date for 2 different birthdays. So that explains it. So what I'm going to do for let's also, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dismiss SP 9343921 because he paid the related civil infraction that went with that. I'm going to waive the warrant fees on that. And he's going to have to pay the $45 reinstatement fee. SB 9-3. All right, so you're not gonna have to come back. You're gonna have to pay the dismiss, pay, reinstate, pay related civil infraction. They want to be paid. So it appears that you will have to pay 2 reinstatement fees of $45 a piece. At least 2 reinstatement fees. No, 3 reinstatement fees of $45 a piece in order to get your driver's license back. All right. So the case today is going to be dismissed, and then you're going to have to pay at least 3 reinstatement fees. You need to come down to the court or pay that at any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit, and then those clearances will be submitted to the Secretary of State, so you can get clearance here. All right. You're on mute, sir. You're on mute again, sir. If you don't have any further questions, you understand everything. You pay the second fees, and you should get clearances down here, all right?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Tell your son to come in and take care of his stuff too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, have a great day.
Yeah.
All right, officers, you can join that room with the city attorney, and you can discuss those matters that are up for trial. Who else is who's got Jameson Lewis? Is the officer here for Jameson Lewis? I don't hear anybody. It's the city of Detroit versus Jameson Lamar Lewis, case number SP 1151274, counts 1 and counts 2, and SP 1151275 appearance for record, please.
Jameson Lewis, the money, sir.
Your Honor, good morning. Pauline Soroki on behalf of Mr. Lewis. Today is the date and time set for trial. We're ready to proceed.
Okay. Good morning to you, Mr. Lewis. Is there an officer Davis or Officer Curry? Officer Davis or Officer Curry, badge number 1310 and badge number 151, Detroit Police Department. Hearing no response. Hearing no response. Okay, strike that one. Case number SP 1151274, count 1 is closed. That was paid and it was closed out under blocking traffic. So we're just on SP 1151274 count 2 and SP 1151275 So I'm going to dismiss those cases for no officer. Okay, if there's nothing further, I'm going to grant your client's motion to dismiss. I thought I heard you say you wanted the motion to dismiss, Ms. Soroki.
Correct, Your Honor.
For no officer. All right, if there's nothing further, sir, be safe and have a great day.
Hey, thank you. Happy New Year, sir.
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
So we're waiting on Gordon, we're waiting on them to talk about your situation. Offit.
Okay, Your
Where
Honor,
are
thank
you? Where are you, sir?
Angela Offit here.
All right, we got, Counselor, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Gorgas. This is the city of Detroit versus Lucas Gorgas, case number SX 392-07251. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. AJ Down on behalf of Mr. Gorgas.
All right. Good morning, Counselor. Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing in the matter. I do not have a state prosecutor or a Trooper Brad Connor, badge number 55. They're not available. They're not here today. Okay, so Counselor?
Your Honor, motion to dismiss, please.
All right, motion granted, no officer. Good to see you, Counselor. And I guess your client, you want to waive your client's appearance?
Yes, please, if I can.
Yeah, your client's appearance is waived as a civil infraction, and I thought I heard you say that you have the authority to enter into the agreement on this behalf, right?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Very much, very well. Have a great day.
You too.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Let's go with Offit. Are you there, sir? Where are you?
Vic Angela Offit here.
Where are you?
My camera is not working at the time.
That's what they all say. Oh, you're on the phone.
Yes.
Well, how are you going to show us your driver's license and I mean your insurance and stuff?
The car isn't registered to me. The car is registered underneath my aunt. I went down to North Carolina to receive the car from her. She was supposed to send me the registration so I could have the car transferred to me. But unfortunately, she never got around to it. On her part, it was mostly because she was suffering from some type of dementia that we weren't aware of at the time. So the people who were taking care of her didn't help me process.
This is the city of Detroit versus Vic Angelo Ray Bond.
Correct. Correct.
Case for SP 1025207 counts 1 and counts 3.
Right.
I don't know. This matter has had a civil infraction attached to it in 2019. And so he's incurred the points of failure to stop.
Right, it was a stick shift. I was still getting adjusted to it.
All right, he keeps on wanting to tell on himself, Mr. Roby, but I guess he already told on himself when he paid the ticket anyway. So this ticket was paid. I'm going to dismiss the other two matters because you paid a related civil infraction. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
All right, if it's nothing further, I think you may have some two reinstatement fees to pay.
Okay.
You got a bond.
How much
here.
are those?
Take this number down, or you need to come down to the court and ask them to apply that bond that you have to those $45 fees. The sooner you do that, the sooner the clearances will get over to the Secretary of State.
Okay. And you said it's a $45 fee in addition to the reinstatement?
The two $45 fees are the two fees on each ticket, the $45 for each ticket. And it appears that you have a bond of $100 on one ticket and a bond of $100 on another ticket.
Right, I paid those before the New Year's.
Okay, so what's gonna happen is you come down to the courthouse, you tell them to immediately apply that bond, your case is dismissed, but those fees are still outstanding. You tell them to apply that bond, and they will apply that bond immediately, they'll get those clearances over to the Secretary of State, and then they're gonna mail you the remainder of your money back in the mail, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, so get down here as soon as you can.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day. All right, we have. Where's the floor? Where's the floor? You already did. So Liggins, we're waiting on.
So can I go in a breakout room with Mr. Liggins? Because he's got to leaving the scene of an accident. And I think I should probably
Yeah.
discuss it with him.
LaFleur, are you there?
Your Honor.
LaFleur.
Your Honor.
He's not there.
Is this gonna still work?
Someone speaking, calling you, Your Honor.
He's got to unmute him. Oh, here he is. LaFleur. Should be able to hear me now.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
All right, speak up, sir. LaFleur.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
I hear you.
I
You
can't
have
hear
to
you.
speak
My name is
up.
Raphael LaFleur.
You have to speak up. You have to speak up. Turn your volume up.
This thing is not working. Hello, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Good morning, Your Honor. I was wondering, did you call my name? I needed to return to
Yes.
work.
Yes, yes. Mr.
Good.
LaFleur, do you have a driver's license now?
Yes, sir. I have one all the time, sir. I just didn't have it with me.
Do you have insurance?
Yes, sir. And I also took the test and I comprehended the test and I learned a lot of things.
Sidney Portier died.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's terrible.
94. Good trouble with.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I'm waiting on Mr. Rosenthal. He's in the breakout room now, I believe. Hopefully. Yeah, he is. You sent me that information for that class, sir?
Your name came up as one of the judges.
No, that probably wasn't my name. That was probably an old Judge Perkins. That was David Perkins, I believe.
It was David. It was David.
So do you have a way to send me that proof of that class?
Can I print it off and bring it to you, or I'm not that much tech savvy, but I can have my daughter get it to you. Let me grab a pen. I'll write down your email.
I need to see that.
Okay. I do have it. I completed it, but I did not pass it. I was like two questions short. But it wasn't the major questions. It was the questions.
Well, everything is major on there.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
didn't pass it, then it's no good. How
I
did you
got
do
it. Oh, no. The certificate, I don't know if I got the certificate, but it just said 72%. It said I missed I missed 4 questions.
You just said you didn't miss 2 questions. Now you missed 4 questions.
No. What I meant was, I think it was 25 questions overall at the end. And it's out of 100%. So I'm assuming that the questions are, 4 points each. So that's how I obtained 72%. But I mean, I did learn a lot from the class, a lot of things that I did not know, and ways that I thought that maybe I wouldn't be hurting anyone but myself. It was just the opposite in mostly every way.
All right, let's wait till the city attorney gets in here. Now, if you need to speak with Ms. Soroki, if you need to speak with Mr. Rosenthal about Mr. Leggins, then I can put you two in a breakout room, or if there's some kind of agreement that you want to let us know now, then we'll listen to it. Mr. Leggins,
If I may, Your Honor.
I just want to say he does have a valid driver's license. He indicated that he did, and I got proof of that with the by the Secretary of State. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to update you, Your Honor. Yeah, Corporal Baker, I couldn't get a hold of him in the breakout room, so I unfortunately couldn't speak with him. I did speak with Officer McCann, and he is here for a Mr. Gordon, Gregory Gordon, who also has some reviews.
Let's get him taken care of then.
Absolutely. And he's here today, Your Honor? Okay.
Yeah, Gregory Gordon is here. Let's see. Oh, good.
Your Honor, Corporal Baker here.
Hey, Corporal Baker, how are you doing? I was in the
I was in
breakout
a
room.
breakout room, but I had to go to the bathroom real quick, and I was told somebody was trying to reach me. Can I get put back in the breakout room?
Yeah. Join that room.
Hello?
Mr. Gordon.
Okay, I'll come down right now.
Mr. Gordon,
Yes, sir.
you haven't paid anything.
I know you told last time I was here, you told me to do 150 hours worth of community service, which I did complete. I emailed the paperwork over to Lisa Green.
Give Ms. Green on the line, please. That's for the probation on the drunk driver. Right?
I guess you said something about I didn't finish the probation or something, which I thought I did. So, and you told me to do the community service. I thought all of that was going towards my tickets and everything.
Gregory Jerome Gordon. Well, what I'm gonna do, and this is for your lawyer, Mr. Roki, I want to give you credit for $20 an hour for every hour that you did community service for. So whatever that comes to, that's what you're gonna get. And that's a substantial amount of money. That's $3,000.
Yes, sir.
So he did it. Did this thing, huh?
Did that thing.
All right, so let's put this aside let's get Mr. Did you get that room? Did you get in that room with the Corporal Baker? Did you speak with Mr. Rosenthal?
I went in the breakout room, Your Honor, and nobody was in there. Let me,
Corporal Baker, where are you?
Right here, Your Honor. That's what I just stated that. I was in the breakout room, but I had to use the bathroom.
Nah, but you can rejoin that room.
No, it never popped back up, Your Honor.
And you still got it in the corner down there. You're assigned it too. So go to that with those 4 boxes. I think you can see it where you see Rosenthal just went in there.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
All right. All right, well, that's going on. We have Gordon. We have Liggins. And now we have LaFleur, who was not on the docket today. He was on the docket yesterday.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, let me look up Mr. Gordon's stuff. Officer,
Officer Hamawi.
Amawi, I'm sorry. What were you able to talk with the counselor to see how you guys are gonna work this out?
Yes.
What was the resolution for you?
He said we would dismiss that no misdemeanor and go about with no operator's license.
yeah, yes, Your Honor, if I may, we were gonna do the FTD, dismiss the no insurance. If the defendant's inclined to accept that offer.
Okay, so here we are. Let's break this down right quick. All right, Mr. Gordon.
Yes.
We might as well call this case right now. Get this out the way. This is the city of Detroit versus Gregory Jerome Gordon, case number 15-474-298, counts 1 and counts 2. 19-470-484, counts 1 and counts 2. U 462-3111-8. Z 795-796. 14-4304371. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, good morning. Pauline Soroki on behalf of Gregory Gordon.
All right. So here's the deal with Mr. Gordon. Mr. Gordon had a drunk driving back in 2010. He entered into a plea on August 27, 2010, and was sentenced on 10/8/2010 from operating while intoxicated to amended count of operating while visibly impaired. Something Mr. Gordon just went AWOL for some reason. It has a note that he's supposed to serve 93 days in jail. Any further traffic violations, he has all these stipulations. I told Mr. Gordon to do. Let me see. Complete 150 hours of community service. And I have proof that he's done that 150 hours of community service. I don't have a record on whether that was going to be all towards this ticket or not. You know, I would kind of think not, because I was pretty upset with him that he didn't do the communities, that he didn't take care of this. He let this thing go for 11 years and just sat around and did nothing. He also entered into a failure to display if he has a loudspeaker ticket that he pled to on 9/15/2021, and he agreed to pay $240 for that. He has a civil infraction, a no insurance civil infraction that he had a default judgment on, and that's at $306 for 2018. He owes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reinstatements, 6 reinstatement fees, and it'll be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 reinstatement fees. He has a number of civil infractions that from 2014 that he never paid. And today is the date and time set for a trial on these misdemeanors. So I have put your appearance on the record, officer.
Officer Akar Hamawi, badge 2012.
All right, and can you put your appearance on the record, Mr. Rosenthal?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. Matthew Rosenthal for the people, P84807.
Okay, so for everybody that didn't show up, would you like to make a motion for that right now, Ms. Soroki?
Regarding, you mean that the defendants who have not appeared on the docket?
No, for the officers, we're on Gregory.
I only have one officer, I'm sorry. The only officer on my sheet is Officer Hamawi. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. So I don't know if there's additional
I
officers.
said for the ones that haven't appeared, would you like to make a motion?
Motion to dismiss, Your Honor.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grant the motion to dismiss for the officers that haven't appeared based on no officer present. Then we'll deal with the ones Officer Hamawi has. That offer was to plead to dismiss the no insurance. Is that what you're saying?
Correct, Your Honor. It was dismissal of the no insurance, and then what we were going to do with the driver while license suspended or no operator license, whichever one it's under, was going to be a fail to display, amended to fail to display, Your Honor.
Okay, failed to display. You hear that offer, Counselor?
Yeah, and I do believe the court indicated that he could be given credit from his community service for the fines and costs in this matter.
Yeah, but he did 150 hours of community service. I told him I'll give him $20 an hour for that.
So I would hope that, I don't know how much was owed in the drinking and driving matter, but so.
$800, at least somewhere in the area of $800.
Mr. Gordon,
Yes, ma'am.
so they're offering you a ticket that's going to carry no points on your record, and the judge would allow you to apply some of your community service to the fines and costs if you want to resolve this today.
Yes, ma'am.
We're ready, Your Honor.
All right, sir. Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, sir, I'm gonna, you can put your hand down. Sir, do you understand the maximum possible penalty for the offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes,
You understand that you have a right to a trial?
yes,
You understand by taking this offer, you're gonna give up that trial right?
yes,
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
no,
All right, sir. Let me draw your attention back to June the 23rd, 2019, at around 2:40 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Atwater at Civic Center Drive, sir. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
yes,
And on that day, sir, that officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license,
yes,
and you couldn't do so, could you, sir?
no,
Why is that?
they're suspended.
Very well, I'm gonna find you guilty of the amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license. With stipulation of probable cause, counselor, I'm gonna dismiss the other matter.
So stipulated.
All right, sir, with that, I'm gonna fine you $240. I'll waive the warrant fee. You'll be expected to pay the reinstatement fee. With that being said, Officer Hamawi, thank you very much. If you don't have anything further, you're free to leave, sir. All I order is to be safe out there.
So you're saying if I pay the $240 and the reinstatement, I will-
All right, so, all right. All right, so what we have is 1, 2, 4. Five things that we have to take care of. And it says read some more on here. Go on. You've gotten another ticket since you've been in here.
I haven't had any more tickets.
So it's an allegation that on 8/30/2021, you've got a ticket for a no ops in the area of Van Dyke and Stockton that was inputted in the system at 10/12/2021. You see the last time you were here. Well, what happened, Mr. Rosenthal, is that he got this ticket in between the time he got this ticket before he was here last. Are you there, Mr. Rosenthal?
I don't think he is. Oh, he could be, I guess.
So this ticket is still out there. Let me see. He needs to be back in here. He's got this, no ops ticket. And then on the same day, he got a running disregard a red light ticket. He was in court on 9/15, so I'm thinking that these tickets should have been disposed of because he entered into a blocking traffic to the amended comma disregard the red signal, and he was fined $175 on that day.
I would tend to agree, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so all right, so if I do the math, we're just going to talk about the money that you would owe on these tickets. Money's running out, sir.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Your money is running out. All right. And what he entered into today. All right. All right, he's it comes out to be about right. With that, we will with the completion of the 150 hours of community service, with the plea that he entered into today, plus all the other pleas and reinstatement fees and all of the civil infractions. And I'm discounting the civil infractions as I would for anybody, the late fees, Mr. Roby. And it comes out just $3,076.60. So I don't know if my math is just that good by looking at stuff, if I'm just that good or not, or I just got lucky. But I should make them pay that other $76.60. But what I'm gonna say is that I'm sure that the people over there at the, where did he do that community service? I'm sure that the people over there at the Trenton AME Church certainly appreciate the service that he did. Hopefully this becomes infectious for you, sir, and you just not a one-time deal to get to accomplish yourself, to be self-serving and accomplish your goal, and that you're going to go back over there or somewhere and continue to do community service. So what I'm going to do is based on that, I'm going to close all of Mr. Gordon's files out, and I'm going to zero the balance for the community service, 150 hours.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. If there's nothing further, sir, good luck to you. All right. Hope I don't see you again. You're not going to get this kind of good deal anymore. And I still don't think you did what you were supposed to do with that drunk driving. I don't believe you.
Will I be able to apply for a driver's license now?
Yeah, you should be able to apply for one. You're not going to have any. You're going to be here, folks.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Happy New Year to you.
All right, you as well.
All right.
So I put on the tickets of what. And all these civil infractions, they're going to be the same way. Just anything that he owes, let's zero it out, right? For it's 150 hours of community service. And then I put the abstractions on how the load should be misdemeanors.
Okay.
should be entered, but civil infractions, we'll just close all those off. All right. All right, here's some tickets. That's it. All right, where are we now with this Leggins? Is this Leggins?
Yes, Your Honor,
Mr. Gordon.
yes, Your Honor, we do have resolution for Mr. Liggins. I did speak with Officer Baker, and he was able to confirm that, you know, this wasn't the individual driving at the time of the offense. And so we're moving because the officer, you know, does realize that someone else was driving and it wasn't the defendant at this point in time. The people are moving to dismiss all 3 counts.
All right, this is the city of Detroit.
Yes, Your Honor.
Shantae Dion Liggins, case number SP 1139430, count 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, good morning. Pauline Soroki on behalf of Mr. Liggins.
Shantae Liggins here reporting, Your Honor.
All right, and what about Officer Corporal Baker? You want to put your appearance on the record?
Yes, Corporal Baker, Badge 21, Detroit Police Department, Your Honor.
All right, so I know you still want to get paid.
Yes, sir.
All right, so and what precinct are you out of, Corporal Baker?
8th precinct, sir.
Very well. All right, so off the record, the city attorney giving everybody an opportunity, and then there's made a determination that you are not the correct defendant. So we're gonna grant the prosecutor's motion to dismiss the case. So the cases are gonna be dismissed, sir. And you are free to leave, Officer here.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. You guys have a great weekend.
All right, you as well. No ID made. All right. If it's nothing further, Mr. Liggins, I appreciate your patience, and have a great day, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a blessed day as well.
All right, thank you. I think we only have LaFleur. Did Soroke, what you call it, leave again? I need him one more time.
Oh, LaFleur wasn't on the docket. So what were his charges?
He's got 26 to 30 over. No proof of insurance, blocking traffic, license improper, no proof of insurance, civil infraction, and disregarding a red signal. Let me go in here and see if this is updated.
Okay, thank you.
So he's got the 26 to 30 over, that license improper. Let me run this to LaFleur's driver's license, please. No proof of insurance, civil infraction, a blocking traffic, defective E. No, that's it.
Okay.
The 4 cases. He said he indicated that he did the defensive driving course. I wish I don't have Rosenthal's. Do you have Rosenthal's number?
You know, I don't have his number. I looked for it earlier. I was going to text him and tell him that guy wasn't the one who was in the accident, but I don't have his number. And that gentleman worked for the city, so he was very happy that the tickets, you know, went down.
Liggins did.
Yeah, he's a supervisor in animal control, I think he said.
Oh, okay, great. All right.
I work for the city as well, Your Honor. That's why I'm here, which is not a good thing. I just got hired on with the city in September.
Well, that
I'm
is a
a
good thing.
building inspector.
That is a good thing.
Yes, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, here. That's the wrong one. Oh, hell, I got a driver's license here. It's already printed. What about insurance and registration? I mean,
All that's
what
up
about
to date. All that's up to date, Your Honor. And I'm pretty sure it was up to date then. I just didn't have those items in my possession. And the plate that was on the vehicle, I have two trucks, one a 15 Ram and one a 07 Ram. The plates were swapped, not to my knowledge. And that was during COVID, so everything got pushed back and slowed down. But I had I mean, everything was registered and up to date.
All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna offer him a blocking traffic, $175.
Did you hear that, Mr. LaFleur?
Yes, ma'am.
Because you've presented your documents, the judge, and he's reviewed your record, he's willing to give you an impeding traffic. It's no points. It won't show up in your driving record, but you do have to pay the fine.
I appreciate that. I accept that. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. This one blocking traffic you entered into back in 2014 is still open. It never was paid.
How much was that?
It was $150 at that time. Well, no, it's
Wow.
probably
3,000.
no, it's probably cheaper than that.
Mhm.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get you back to whatever the original cost of the fine is. On that, so you'll be able to find that. But sir, there's absolutely no reason to be going 58 miles an hour in the city of Detroit on a top street.
I agree, Your Honor. That was really idiotic of me. Trying to rush and get somewhere.
And it didn't get you anywhere any quicker. What it did is got there later, and got you this ticket at $175 and potentially a lot more than that.
Yes, sir. But as I say, I learned some things in that video.
All right. When can you pay that $175, sir?
I can pay it right now, Your Honor.
Hold on, let's call it case. This City of Detroit versus Rafael Martin LaFleur, case number SP 1192134, counts 1, 2, and 3. And we're also going to call SP 2948880, count 1. And that last one was the one that you entered into back in 2014.
Okay.
And that was the
one with the other judge?
yes, blocking traffic, another speeding ticket. So 175 plus whatever the discount, whatever the waiving the late fee and the reinstatement fee on that other one is going to come to. You'll know that when you'll see the 175, and then that 150 will be another amount. I'm thinking it's going to be cheaper than 150. So whenever we get a chance to get this inputted in the system, then you can go ahead and pay that.
Okay, how will I know when to pay it,
Let's
Your
say
Honor?
this, Counselor, will your client stipulate to the face of the ticket as accurate factual basis for the responsible plea?
Your Honor, so stipulated.
All right, I'm gonna find you responsible of the amended count of blocking traffic, sir. I'm gonna fine you $175 for that. And will your client stipulate the probable cause for the dismissals of the other matters?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right. With that, sir, I'm gonna dismiss the other matters.
Thank you, Your Honor. So how will I pay this?
I would pay it at any DIV kiosk, or I would pay it online.
Okay, I just go online and put in my name and it'll come up whatever I need to pay?
Yes, just, no, I'm sorry. Don't pay it online. Pay it at any DIV kiosk, or come down to the courthouse and pay it. Don't pay it online, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll come down to the courthouse. I'm
Pay
downtown.
it at DIV kiosk, or come down to the court. They got the DIV kiosk all over the city, sir. It's kind of convenient. I don't know if I'm sure they're gonna charge you some kind of fee, but.
That's the name of it, DIV DAP?
DIV, yeah, I think it's a blue kiosk. I know they got them in the grocery store at Meyer, and they have them in the CVS's and all that, and that payment gets here instantly. Those other payments are not, we're having trouble with that. It takes a long time for those other payments to get there. When are you gonna pay this by?
I'll probably pay it this evening or first thing in the morning.
I'm gonna give you till January 14th to pay it.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Set it for review. If you have some trouble, I need to see you back on that morning at 8:25. If you paid it and you got it zeroed out, then you shouldn't have to worry about anything.
Okay,
All right, if nothing further, sir. Have a great day.
thank you, Your Honor. Have a good year.
All right, happy New Year to you.
You too, ma'am.
Connor, what was Mr. LaFleur's first name?
Raphael.
Thank you.
Raphael, R-A-F-H-A.
No. RAPHAEL.
Sorry, I'm looking right at it, and you're right. R-A-P-H-A-E-L.
Thank you.
And he's
Thank
on
you both.
yesterday.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thanks, ma'am.
All right,
Have a good day.
Okay, I think that's pretty much